Bulls have broken 9.5k. What is next? What is next? Hello Adrian, and welcome back to another episode of the Dang Oracle. It is 7:30 p.m. and my time zone is UTC +8. And welcome everybody who is watching around the world. I hope there is no technical issues right now with the stream. I just updated some software, so maybe something went wrong again or something like that. But hope that everybody is doing well, and welcome to the stream once again. Let's wait a little while to see if is there some issue or something like that for the hardcore crew, because well, nobody is currently saying anything. Hi Ahmed. Oh, okay. Ahmed, hi. It is working. Hi Darren. So everybody is a little bit delayed for today, apparently. Hi Clancy. So while the hardcore crew is slowly trickling in, very slowly today, then let's take a look on some COVID numbers while they are doing that. Let's take a look. Hi Lex, hi Michael. So, hi Gita. So for the US, we are at close to 4 million cases right now. Hi Nikolai. Brazil, we are over 2.2 million cases, and India over 1.2 million cases. Hi Tina. Pretty crazy still on that area. Let's take a look on how things look on the charts. We are now at a total confirmed cases of over 15 million, 15.2 million to be exact. Everything else most likely on the chart is pretty much the same. Things are still not slowing down everywhere in the world, to be honest. If we are looking at the chart, everything is still parabolic. Pretty much parabolic on the COVID situation. Anyways, a lot of action actually happened. Like I said, that's kind of what I was expecting, in terms of like like I told you guys yesterday, with the revenues report being mentioned, people will be disappointed, people will be excited, things will be positive, things will be bad. And basically the most important thing was to be looking at, okay, how is the traditional markets to be reacting, right? So let's take a quick look on the traditional markets. I want to take a look quickly on the S&P, and as you can see on the S&P 500, the E-mini futures, as you can see, just going keeps on going up, and it's aiming, like I said, most likely it will be aiming towards this box here on the gap, to fill the gap around 3328 towards the top. So while the S&P rallied towards the upside, Nasdaq did pretty much the same thing as well, as we can see. Let's take a quick look. So small pull down on the daily, but once again, basically consolidating on the top end of the area, which is obviously not a bad thing, because Nasdaq obviously has created all-time high, has broken all-time high already, while the S&P did not do that just yet. So what am I kind of expecting right now in terms of like the traditional markets? Well, most likely we will see Nasdaq most likely go more into a ranging formation, so slow pullback, a little bit sideways. More than that, could obviously break another all-time high towards the top, but I do think that now it's more the time for like the S&P to be going up a little bit, and then most likely other sectors of the economy going up, and so on and so on. So just taking turns, while one is like stagnating, what the other one is going up. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for the next coming couple of weeks, months, something like that, depending on how quick the markets are moving. I do think that most of the fun in terms of like the traditional markets, most of the fun is most likely over. Like I don't think we'll be having that crazy push towards the upside anymore. I think it will be a little bit more boring for the people who are going to be trading traditional markets. But then what is going to be staying boring for the traditional markets, then most likely all the action or more action is going to be happening on the cryptocurrency market. So we can switch back into cryptocurrency trading, where we can have crazy volatilities and pumps and dumps and movements of like hundreds, 200s, and even thousands of dollars towards the upside and the downside, right? So a quick follow-up on yesterday on Bitcoin, of course. Well, we finally did something, right? We finally did it. We finally did it. So we broke up from our green box, our important green box, right? The Nasdaq versus BTC chart, sure. You mean divided by BTC chart, right? So this is what we're seeing right now. Nasdaq money going into Bitcoins, right? So it went quite heavily towards the downside. That's the reason that you are seeing right now. So Nasdaq going mainly sideways, as you can see, mainly sideways, but of course Bitcoin pushing up severely, because some money moved from the stock market into the cryptocurrency market. But like I explained, what you're gonna see right now is most likely less big movements on the traditional markets, like more sideways, small pullbacks, more up. I think the big fun is gone now. Like everything is slowly going to be not crashing or anything like that, but most likely taking turns back to kind of like normality on the traditional markets, not the crazy bull run that we have had. I could be wrong, of course. I mean, we could continue our bull run. The market has the tendency to be a little bit crazy for a longer period than that we expect. But I do think that right now, it's a good time to most likely to be switching back into cryptocurrency, because I do think while the traditional markets are going to be a little bit going sideways and a little bit boring, then of course traders are going to be wanting to find something else to be trading. It's very similar to for Bitcoin, right? We cryptocurrency traders have been very bored of Bitcoin going sideways for like months and months and months, and what are they going to do? They're going to be trading altcoins, or of course they're going to move into traditional markets and be trading traditional stocks by itself, right? So but for now, Bitcoin finally did something, but like I explained before, don't completely go into like FOMO mode and think about like, okay, we're gonna be immediately breaking up to them going to the moon or something like that. It's possible, but we should be taking it step by step and level by level. But something interesting, very interesting happened, of course, yesterday. We did this crazy pump towards the upside, and as you can see, we finally broke through this 9,450, and not only that, we closed above it very strongly as well, right? So what am I waiting for right now? A small pullback, right? That's basically what I'm gonna like I explained before. I did not when it broke this level here, wasn't around on my computer, so did not manage to take the trade or anything like that. But like I said, you don't have to be really concerned about opportunities. There's always another trade, a next trade, and what I'm gonna be expecting is, of course, right now it's just a small pullback towards the downside, back into around this green box here, make our support, and most likely head up. The probabilities are very high that we're gonna just be continuation towards the upside, while the S&P is also making its way most likely towards this green box here. I expect basically Bitcoin to be doing very similar thing. Like I explained before, it closed above 9,450, most likely will be going towards 9,750 towards this green box here, and most likely even higher towards 9.9k, most likely, like I've explained before also yesterday, just doing a Fibonacci retracement level. We can see here that the golden pocket ratio is around that 9,900 area, or just in between these two green boxes here. So that's basically my target of movement for Bitcoin. So around close to 9,900. What happens after is basically where even more interesting things can happen, because if we do break that area, if we do break that area towards the top end, then we can talk about, of course, 11,500 as the next target, and that would be very, very exciting. At least for me, that would be very, very exciting. Hi Cedric, hi Tina. We'll go into Ethereum in a short while, Tina. So take it easy, take it easy. It's just want to wrap up my thoughts first on Bitcoin. So if we are taking a look on the RSI, let's take a look on the RSI. We are currently, as you can see, broke through that resistance line, and then right now we are curling a little bit towards the downside. So what I'm expecting is most likely something like this. So a slow push towards the downside. Well, why do I think towards the downside? A little bit because if you are looking on the 4 hour, we can clearly see that the RSI on the 4 hour is a little bit on the high end. So I do believe that we are going to make a small pullback towards the downside first before we do make a continuation towards the upside. Also, we can clearly see that the funding rate and the premium index is sky high right now. Everybody is kind of FOMOing in on the long, but I'm just waiting it out right now. What would be my targets? Well, like I said, whenever we break up above resistance, we also can consider that as a support now, right? So this green box is now our support level. So I'm just waiting for the price to be, forming some sort of like a flag formation, something like this, right? Where we slowly, during the night, slowly head down towards it. And I'll be taking a long positions around this green box here, right? Usually what happens is price usually goes back down and touches the the 10 simple moving average at the minimum. We can see some very good examples here before. Let's take a show here. So as you can see here, price went up, as you can see here, towards this box, and then slowly, as you can see, goes here and touches this red line or the 10 simple moving average, and then pumps back up once again. So kind of expecting a very similar scenario where we are we make the pump up. So very similar here, pump up, and then sort of like a bull flag, as you can see, towards the downside, touches the 10 simple moving average. So here, something like this, touches the 10 simple moving average, and continuation towards the upside. So like I said, not in a rush into entering my position, but will be entering my position for Bitcoin, and we'll be longing around this green box, or as near as possible towards the 10 simple moving average. Right now it is at 9,421.5, the 10 simple moving average. So I would take a look at that area. Of course, while the price is staying up high right now, of course it's gonna tick up a little bit higher. So I do believe that once the price if the price stays up really for a really long time, then we will most likely hit the green box only, and not lower than that, right? So those are the areas that I'm looking at to be entering my long position for Bitcoin, right? So just waiting for this to be forming some sort of like a flag formation towards the downside, towards the green box, near the 10 simple moving average. But like I said, this is a very important message for Mr. John Knights. When you are entering a position, you also must define immediately your risk as well. And well, like I said, for me, the risk is quite easily defined as well, because well, we have these green boxes, right? So if the price does break below towards the green box towards the downside at 9,300, the fun is over, right? And if you are a little bit, even if you are a little bit more conservative, you can just use the EMA 21, which is currently at around 9,350. So you can shave off another $50 towards the downside. Closing below the EMA 50, the EMA 21, you could exit your long position there as well. It would be very valid as well. So yeah. So John, that's what I mean with when you're entering a position. Make sure you have a risk management or a risk defined, or a plan where you are switching into a different position or in something different, right? But the short scenario is still there as well. If we do close below this the 9,300 or this green box once again, or basically below the EMA 55, as you can see, 9,300, it's moving up a little bit, so it will touch that green box there. So if you close below the EMA 55 or below 9,300, I will be entering my shorts and switching over my shorts switching over from my long into my short. So that is still valid. You just have to be, have a correct plan for the scenario, because although everything is looking quite bullish and everything is looking very nice right now, the market does what the market wants to be doing. So we have to be positioning ourselves correctly. So once again, waiting for right now to make some sort of like a bull fact formation, entering a long around this area here. Most likely will be closing my long if we break the EMA 21 on the downside. We'll be entering a short if we break below this green box here, and aiming towards this area here as a profit taking spot for my short position, right? See, so you got everything covered. And then that was Bitcoin. But so I did not wake up in time, or I did not because this move towards the upside went too quick and too fast. So I did not manage to get myself into a position at the 9,450 while it was breaking. So I did not take a trade on Bitcoin, but I did take a trade on Link. If you were listening, or if you have watched the video yesterday, what did I tell you guys? Well, I told you guys what we have to be looking forward is the break of this descending channel, this parallel channel that I've been drawn. And as you can see, this morning we broke this channel around here. So I took the long trade position and then closed it just now, a little while ago here, just at the pivot point here at 7.95, which is something that I've told you guys yesterday as well. Around 7.95 is ideal, because why? Well, we have resistance that has turned into support here in this box, right? So as you can clearly see here, this is the area that has a lot of confluence with here. As you can see here, this was our previous local top. You can see here price bounced off this box here towards the upside, bounced off here, held it for a long time here, then finally broke down from here. So this is the pivot point. So took that trade and made quite a nice trade from a nice scalp from that position from this morning, and closed it right now. And for Link, for the people who are interested in Link, this is basically the area that we need to be showing strength, right? So if we manage to, like I said also yesterday, if we manage to break up above this 8.07 area, above this area, most likely we can be targeting back to the previous highs at like $8.7 or something like that. So would be I would be interested in taking that trade towards the long trade as well, depending on what will happen over the next couple of days or something like that. I don't think that it will break immediately right now or today. The reason why I don't think it will break is I think that Bitcoin and is going to take a rally first before Link in this case. So when Bitcoin is going to be rallying, then most likely the altcoins are going to be lagging a little bit behind. Then when Bitcoin does reach the top, then Link is basically going to be following, which is basically what happens this morning as well, right? So like I said, I was not awake to be doing the trade because Bitcoin already broke that resistance area, but then I was in time to be seeing Link breaking up towards that area as well. Something else that you can clearly nicely see or confirm was the following. Of course, we had the bullish divergence on Link as well. As you can see here, we have made a lower low on the price, but a lower high on the RSI. Sorry, and a lower high on the RSI. As you can see here, I can zoom it here. So here. So bullish divergence as well, and that's basically what is pushing our price towards the upside. So worked out pretty well, the trade on Chainlink. Out of the trade, and now just waiting once again to see what happens. Do we break above this green box? Do we start closing candles above this green box? Then I'll be targeting and longing towards this area here, back to the $8.7. That's the plan. But like I said, I think we will get rejected from here, or move sideways, or make a small pullback first before anything will happen. So just relax and and waiting it out, because I do think that Bitcoin is going to make that move first, than before anything else. Now, very interesting, of course, is Ethereum, right? Like what Nikolai was saying, Ethereum did do better than Bitcoin in terms of percentage wise, of course, because and actually Ethereum was actually the first one that made the move. So Ethereum was the leader of everything. So let's take a quick look on Ethereum chart. Let's get here. Boom, boom, boom. So as we can see here, we were building this descending, sort of like a ascending triangle, we could say, or a symmetrical triangle, depending on how you look at things. But it was holding the support level very, very, very well. And as you can see, as you can see, we broke up from here, outside of it, smashed through the resistance line, which is, as you can see here, 1, 2. We had a lot of confluent points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally we broke out of it outside. So this could potentially be seen as a big ascending triangle. So that's the cool thing about Ethereum. We can draw it like this, for example. So if we take a look at things, we can look at Ethereum as something like this, right? So a giant ascending triangle that has broken out. All the way. Oof. That's because of the magnet. Yeah, something like this. On the, maybe I should change it into the daily. it'll be easier to map it out. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, something like this, right? A beautiful ascending triangle. Woo! And if that's the case, we can make a measured move of this ascending triangle, and that's gonna make a lot of people happy that are having Ethereum, right? So if we make a measured move of this ascending triangle, we would be seeing something like this. Then we would be reaching back towards the higher 200 areas, 290 to 200 to $300 area. And I've actually mapped it out already as well, so we can basically look at this as the previous area. This is the target that I'm actually expecting for Ethereum as well, back to the previous high resistance towards the top end. So that would be this measured move, a little bit higher, even if we are making it technically with the measured move. But yeah, that's basically what is in the roadmap here. So that's quite a substantial amount of movement towards the upside. So I am interested in longing two things right now. I'm waiting for a pullback on Ethereum, and I'm waiting on a pullback on Bitcoin. And most likely the pullback is since Ethereum seems to be leading, I do think that Ethereum is going to make the pullback first before Bitcoin. So that's what I'm waiting for right now. So I'm gonna remove this triangle formation just out first. So let's take a look at some zones for Ethereum, of course. What's this sound? Some weird sounds coming out of the room. 1 second, let me check. There's some weird sounds here. Sorry about that. Apparently it's a very noisy washing machine. That's basically what the sound does. Hi Roop, hi Rafal, welcome. Sorry for this interruption. So very interested in longing Ethereum as well as Bitcoin, because as we have seen today, Ethereum did better than Bitcoin in the pump. So it wouldn't be bad to be longing Ethereum as well. So been looking at some areas for Ethereum as well. As we can see right now, we are very similar to like Bitcoin. I'm waiting for it to be forming some sort of like a bull flag towards the downside as well, right? So a small retracement as well, and I don't think that we will be. So this is the area that we broke out from, right? So this is the area that we have broken out from. I don't think that we will be going all the way down to that area, but like I said, usually what happens is we do break down towards around the 10 simple moving average, and as you can see here, this is 10 simple moving average here at the right now at $253 $253. So somewhere around that area is what I am looking at to be longing Ethereum as well. Another way to be seeing those kind of seeing numbers is to take a Fibonacci extension from that pattern. Let's take a look here. As you can see here, 1 second. Sorry, this is the lowest point here. I'll put my magnet back. Oop. Can I get my magnet here? And this is the lowest point here. There. And as you can see here, the golden pocket ratio here. So a lot of confluence here. Golden pocket ratio here is at around $252 or $53. Around this area is what I am looking for. Not really 100% sure that we will be going back all the way back down there, but that will be the key areas that I'll be trying to be getting into a long position around there. So around there, and then of course. As a risk management, it is quite easy to be knowing your risk management, because, well, as you can see, we have been this green box has been our resistance line, right? So, and we broke through it, and so that is technically our support line, and as you can see, it is where our EMA 21 is currently at around 248. So breaking below that green box, closing candles below that green box, that would be our stop loss or our stop position. So our risk is once again defined, pretty defined as well, right? So like I said, always make sure that even though things are looking bullish or looking good, make sure that you are risk aware and put your stop losses immediately in the area before anything else. That's what trading is all about. Whenever you are going into a trade, yes, of course the probabilities are higher that you are correct. Well, that's what technical analysis is all about. That's you're using it as an edge, but there will be times, plenty of times, that you will be wrong as well. So always make sure that you have a backup plan before anything else, right? So as you can see as well, RSI is currently on the very, very high end as well on the Ethereum chart. So patiently waiting it out for a nice pullback. Like I said, some sort of like a sideways triangle formation or a bull flag formation would be ideal. Slowly going down is what I am waiting for Ethereum. So quite a lot of tradings put up possibilities. But yeah, if things are going up, it's always, like I said, it's always easier to be trading, because most of the times it's just waiting for a pullback and then entering a position. But like I said, I think Ethereum is even easier than Bitcoin right now, just because the risk management is very easy because of this. We clearly can see that this green box here is basically telling us all what is required. So if in case that we are wrong, we can easily exit our trade as well, right? So other than that, what else do I want to say? Nothing that much that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, maybe a little bit more on the long-term perspective on Bitcoin, right? Let's go back to Bitcoin. So for now, this is still the weekly. Like I said, don't get too excited just yet. We have not broken out of any major macro structure or anything like that. The stocks are still curling towards the downside, as you can see. And this one, the RSI, is breaking up, but the weekly is not confirmed just yet, so don't misjudge this. This can easily just wick back down if we are closing back down below, you know, 9,300 or something like that. So for the week, right? So for the week, so things are still on a midterm or macro perspective still the same, but I do believe in the short term that we have enough energy, and because as you can see here, with our RSI, we can do something like this. Like I said, we have enough strength and momentum to be going towards the upside. So I do believe that most likely around this area is where I'm targeting, this upper green box, not this green box. I do believe that we'll have some resistance here, but maybe do something like this towards the upside. So 9.9k would be, well, near 9.9k would be my official, my target for my long for Bitcoin. But we'll be taking profits along the way. Most likely first target here, 9,700-ish area would be a good spot already to be taking some profits off, and then take it as it goes. But overall, I do believe that we have a lot of momentum right now to be going up. Definitely with the S&P, like I said, pumping up towards filling that gap and maybe even higher. That will most likely propel Bitcoin also towards the upside. So let's take a look on expected moves, because we have passed the 8 o'clock. Let's take a look on expected moves. Expected moves, first standard deviation to the upside is 9,595, so 9.6k, and first standard deviation to the downside is 9,450. And 9,450 would be ideal, because that would be the green box that we have talking about towards the downside, right? So where's my Bitcoin? Yeah, see here. So maybe put this on the full chart once again. Yeah, so it would be this green box here, right? So back to this green box here, around 9,450. That would be ideal towards the downside. That would fill our entry position. And that's kind of what I am expecting, to be honest. Like I said, the RSI seems to be a little bit too on the high side, but who knows? I mean, we can pump up from here as well, but I will not be like so some people will be asking me like, well, if we immediately go to 9.6k, are you going to be immediately jumping into position or something like that? No, I'm not. If I don't get filled, I don't get filled, and I just, you know, find another opportunity later. I find another opportunity or another setup with another token or another stock or something like that. I never, you know, you should not care about like missing out on a position or something like that. Make your plan, make your master plan, stick to it, and that's it. You know, don't be afraid don't worry so much that you'll be missing out, you know, opportunities. Trust me, you have the rest of your life. That's a lot of days to have a lot of trades and a lot of opportunities. So don't worry so much if you are missing out on some position. Better to find, you know, really nice setups where your risk management is very well defined. And right now, I think the most and the best defined position is with Ethereum, right? Because like I said, we've broken up from that very nice horizontal, and that's basically now our support zone. And if we break below that support zone, that's that basically it's a beautiful stop loss right there. So yeah, other than that, let's take a look on our momentum. As you can see, RSI is now in our bullish territory. The stokes are still curling towards the upside as well, so momentum is still with the bulls right now. So definitely is. And on the daily is as well curling towards the upside. I think the RSI will be telling us pretty much the same thing. RSI above the EMA, but of course slowly curling a little bit towards the downside. And as you can see right here, the EMA 9,350. And like I said, if we are entering our position at 9,450 or something like that, or long, and we see that it's breaking the 9,350, which is the EMA 21, like I said, very easy as a stop loss, right? We see that the RSI is crossing down the EMA. Get out of your position and just take that small hit, and that's it. Let's take a look on the short term. Short term, the 4 hour is very high right now, as you can see as well. So reaching some tops here. So that's also one of the reasons that I do think that we'll have a small pullback towards the downside first before anything else. Do I think that the pullback is going to be very big? No, because we are in such a strong trending market right now. I don't think the pullback is going to be that big. As you can see here, RSI is in the bullish territory, and curling. This is very, very, very positive right now. A very strong trending momentum for the bulls right now. In the short term, at least. In the short term, I want to be very careful and very, very clear. Like I said, this is a very nice setup for Bitcoin to be making continuation towards 9.7 or and even 9.9k. Yes. But if we do break this green box towards the downside, we are still going towards the lower 9k area immediately after. So like I said, don't although of course my bias now is more towards the bullish side. Well, the reason is very simple, right? We are forming a giant and bullish engulfing green candle. The volume is nice as well if you are comparing it with the previous candles of volumes. So it is a change of behavior and a change of in the market, which is very, very important. The HVP, and a very, very interesting HVP as well. So the HVP on the daily is still very low as well, right? So if we are looking at the daily HVP, it's very low as it's still very low. But the most important thing is the 12-hour. As you can see here, the 12-hour HVP did actually expand, and is starting to expand, and that's a very, very, very positive sign actually for the bulls, because what this means is that the trend is expanding towards the upside, meaning we could have a change of behavior, a change of trend towards the upside, and confirmation of the trend towards the upside. So I think this is very promising for the bulls. Very, very promising, to be honest. Very promising. So for now, I am more bullish in the short term, but not completely convinced just yet. And I will only be convinced if we start closing a daily or a high time frame above, like I said, 9.9k, 10k if you are conservative, 9.9k if you are more aggressive. But we've been going over those zones for a really long time already. And then on the downside, still the same. If we break 8.9k, and if you are more aggressive, the 9k, if we are going to break the close below the 9k, then we are going down towards the 7.5k or wherever that we are with whatever we are seeing, that is going to be happening. But for now, short term, I am interested in a long, once again, thinking about, like I said, very interested right now in longing both Bitcoin and Ethereum in the areas that I have just mentioned. Do I get filled? Maybe. Do I not get filled? Maybe not. So we'll just have to wait it out for now and see what happens. I do believe that we'll most likely be having a pullback in the next, evening, day, or something like that, back towards the areas that I'm looking at. Like I said, 255 for Ethereum, what is it for Bitcoin? One second. 9,450 for Bitcoin, somewhere down there. If Bitcoin goes to 7.5k, where does Ethereum go? Let me take a look. Put this on the weekly chart. Boop. Let me delete this one. So take this whole auto out. Where would it go? Let me take a look. So this would it would be this triangle that would be resolved towards the downside. Let's take a look. Let's make sure that my lines are a little bit correct, a little bit. This one towards the downside here. Yeah, something like this, I guess. And then we can make up a nice Fibonacci retracement at the bottom. It would be 7.5k, right? If Bitcoin goes to 7.5k, was that the 0.5 fib or what? Let me see. 1 second. Where's my long term? Where's my long term? It's gone. 1 second. I'll just do it on this chart. 1 second. No, that's not it. 1 second. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. No, that's not it. It should be this one. 7 point here, the 0.38 fib level. So go back here. And Ethereum would be around $200, basically. Yeah, $200. Yeah, $200. Wait. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. Around $200 is the retracement would be if Bitcoin goes to that level. So around a little bit below $200 for Ethereum. Boom. Yeah, but for now, obviously. How were the revenue reports? Revenue reports were quite positive. Microsoft, Apple, Tesla did really well as well. Tesla did really good reports. Everything was really positive. So yeah, it's looking good. So yeah. Anyways, the longer that we hold up, of course, the higher the 10 simple moving averages. So I'm just saying around that area, depending on how high we go, it could be even 258 for Ethereum that we will have to be entering. Depending, I'll just follow the 10 simple moving average. I do believe that we will have a pullback towards that area and then go back up and pump from there. So yeah, we have Ethereum that I'm interested in longing, Bitcoin, of course, that I'm interested in longing. Link, let me take a look. Yeah, so Link is obviously like I've said, right? So Link, we are in this green this box here, right? This green box here. I do expect us to be pulling back. If Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to be pulling back, very similar, I would be thinking about this EMA between the EMA 21 and the EMA 55. So right now around $7.5, something like that. Then we would be making a nice pivot point here at this area here. See, so this area. This area here. So yeah, around $7.5, something like that. If we do something like this, that would be very nice. So that's very possible. But am I going to be longing this area here? I'm not going to be longing this area here because for me that's a little bit too dangerous. I would rather just want to wait with Link if we do break above this green box here or this very strong resistance, because the problem is it could pull back down here and then go back here. You could scalp it. Yeah, technically you could scalp it. Just take a long here around $7.5 and then close it once again here before the big resistance once again, right? So that would be valid. That could be valid as well. Depends on how risk adverse or how much time you are spending in front of the computer. But that's what I would be looking at. But for me, to be bullish on Link, I would want to be seeing some candles being closed just above this green box basically, and then aim for the previous highs at like $8.7 or something like that. That would be, I think, the more easy trade than trying to scalp the smaller position, because if it does break down lower, it's very hard to have to manage your risk at that point. Well, because the next point is immediately the EMA 100, where bounced down here, as you can see at the EMA2. Let's say it bounces to go back down here. It would be the second time on the EMA 100. Is it going to be holding? If it doesn't hold, then it's going to be even deeper, the retracement. So yeah, for me it's a little bit too risky, but obviously it's not looking bad or anything like that. So yeah, would do as you do. Like I said, do as you think is right. For me, for me, it's I'll just wait for the breakout towards the upside. The bearish divergence, no, it's not confirmed. The bearish divergence, John. we have potential bearish divergence, but it's not confirmed, right? So basically what we are looking at is this point here. So we have this point to this point, which is on the 10th of July to the 20th of July. And if we are looking at the RSI, as you can see, this point to this point. So we have a potential bearish divergence there. But the thing is, for example, if we are making a higher high and this RSI is moving up, for example, then this bearish divergence is going to be negated, right? So then it becomes like this. Then then we don't have bearish divergence anymore, right? So nothing is confirmed. Nothing is confirmed. The bearish, of course, at one point it's not going to keep making, well, a bull market. Like I said, the bull market can be longer than we expect, but we can only confirm the bearish divergence once that the structure has been broken towards the downside, right? So like I said, breaking the EMA 21 below 10,530, if we go below that, then the bearish divergence would be confirmed, and then I would be expecting a larger pullback after a small bounce towards the upside, a larger pullback towards the EMA 55. Then we will have the bearish divergence being working out. But for now, it's only potential bearish divergence, and just be looking at things. Still, it still looks to be going either sideways or up and slowly down. Still holding all structures. So no real issues with Nasdaq right now. And like I said, even S&P is just going to fill that gap, I feel. And that's the reason why I'm quite bullish right now for Bitcoin or Ethereum to go towards that 9.9k area for Bitcoin, and for Ethereum around 285, something like that for Ethereum. But like I said, in the macro perspective, still no confirmation, not on Ethereum, not on Bitcoin. So we will have to be analyzing things after. If Bitcoin does close candles above 9.9k, above 10k for the more conservative traders, then we can talk about the real pump towards the 11.5k area and higher, most likely. So then the fun is really going to be on Bitcoin. Then I think you will see a lot of moon boys and a lot of people entering the Bitcoin market or the cryptocurrency market, and we will have very, very much fun times once again. And everybody is going to be a genius trader because you can't lose money, right? You just wait to buy the dip and price is going up and you'll be rich. That's basically the most fun times, right? Where everybody is a genius. So yeah, I guess I've covered everything that I wanted to be covering for today. Waiting for my positions to be filled. Like I said, small pullback on both Bitcoin and Ethereum, waiting for that to be longing. Link managed to get a nice trade already this morning, closed my long position and took my profits. Not sure if it breaks that strong resistance. If Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to be making the strong moves, then most likely yeah. Do I have a set aim of income to be earning? No, I don't. I don't have a set aim of income to be earning. The more, the better. That's, because it can vary, right? So some months you'll earn less, some months you'll earn more, and yeah, that's the life of a trader. That's also the life of an entrepreneur, right? You don't know if you are opening or running a restaurant. You don't know if the restaurant is going to be selling a lot of things this month or the next month and so on. It's that annoying uncertainty, but that's also what makes things exciting in life, right? So yeah. Let's hope we get some fillings, and then tomorrow we can see some more towards, like I said, I do expect us to be going up higher, continuation of the trend over the next couple of days. Most likely 9.7, maybe a small pullback there, but eventually most likely 9.9K would be my end destination. Whatever happens after is the main question. Could be a strong rejection towards the downside. So be very, very, very prepared for that as well. Never, like I said, always make your plan. Always, when you're entering a position, make sure you also have your stop loss set ready your plan and action to be switching over into a short if that is dictated or needed. Like I said, if prices breaks below 9.3K, I'll be entering a short. You don't have to be emotional about things. You don't have to be thinking too much about everything. Just do what the technicals are showing you and just follow the green boxes, basically. The green boxes of life. All right. So see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, 7:30 p.m. UTC +8 is my time zone. So I don't know what time zone you guys are watching at, but 7:30 p.m. UTC +8, and until tomorrow. Oh yeah, please like, share, comment, and ask me questions, and don't spam. If not, you will get banned, and he will get banned. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. All right, guys. Until tomorrow, please stay home, stay safe, and of course,